So if we'll get started, we'll have Char and Phil will just tell us a little bit about themselves.
You're going to do the turns first before you give them the
Oh,
mic.
yes, that's right. Told you I wing it.
Okay, that's what it's all about.
So just let's see yourselves.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that was applause? I thought they were, I was going to say, silence your cell phone. I better do mine.
Yes, silence your cell phone.
Well, now that Jerry and Sandy already introduced themselves, and that was supposed to be the beginning of my speech, I'm going to be totally lost the whole time. But welcome, friends. A lot of you out there we already know and hope to know if we don't know you. Welcome, distinguished guests, and hello to our district staff. So we're proud to be here. My name is Char.
I am Phil. We're the current assistant chapter directors for J2.
And I gave him a lovely cold this week, so you'll have to forgive him. I do share when I get those goodies. We have two beautiful daughters. Stacy lives in Florida after having been transferred around the country with her husband. We have 4 grandchildren. They're all born in a different state. So we're glad that they finally settled down, and we go down there occasionally to visit them. We'll be going down there this year in the first week of June, as we did last year in the first week of June, because we have 2 grandchildren that are like just a few months, about 14, 15 months apart. So our oldest granddaughter, Stephanie, just gave birth last Sunday to our 2nd great-grandchild. His name's Braylon Phillip, named after his great-grandpa. And the first one is named Christian Ray, who we met last year when we were down there. So we look forward to visiting with them. And so that talks about 3 of our grandchildren, but the youngest one, she is, of course, the apple of Grandpa's eye. And we flew them up here when Brianna was about 7 or 8. And they spent several weeks with us, much to the 2 middle ones' chagrin, because they really don't like to read, and Grandma made them read. Anyway, Phil gave her a rather unique nickname. So when we went to fly them home, as the agents are calling them by their name when they're checking them in, they called Brianna about 3 times. And I said, Brianna, she's calling you. She looks the TSA agent right in the face and she goes, my name's not Brianna, I'm the Louisiana swamp chick.
And she did not crack a smile. She was dead serious. And of course, this one looked at me and said, way to go, Grandpa.
Yeah. So anyway.
We've been married 31 years. I knew from high school that I wanted a wing. I've always wanted a gold wing. The first time we traveled together, we came up from Columbus on a Honda 650 that we borrowed from a friend. Being new on the bike, something you got to think about is gasoline. We got about 10 miles from home on the freeway at 11 o'clock at night, ran out of gas. No cell phones back then. We had to push it a mile down the freeway to the station, which was closed. Use this payphone to call somebody to come bring us gas. So. And then, bike riding then got kind of put off because of family, but we purchased an 84, and then for our 25th wedding anniversary, we had talked about going to California on the bike. The year before that, Char says to me, she says, well, what would you think about getting a new bike? So if it's a lemon, we get it straightened out before we leave. The next morning, I was at the dealership ordering a new one because I figured that was all the permission I needed.
Well, now I'm going to tell you about our youngest daughter, since you kind of jumped the gun on me there, but that's okay. Our youngest daughter, Jessica, lives and teaches science down in the Kalamazoo area. It was kind of ironic to find out the other night as we were sitting with our mentors, Clark and Sandy, that actually they had already knew who Jessica was. We were in Lansing. We were 4-H leaders for 15 years. We took our kids to anything we could get them into. Jessica was showing steers at MSU, and as soon as she got done, she jumped right in the car with her then boyfriend and went to the Wingless Weekend in 2003 because she was dating the Zingery boy. So some of you will remember the Zingeries. But what else? I guess that was all about her. She's got 2 dogs. We don't have any grandkids with her, so not much to talk about. We love her to death though, so. Well, you talked about our bikes, we
Yep.
talked about our kids.
Yep.
Let's talk about what we do in our chapter and what we hope to accomplish. We have been really active only in the last 2 years. I've chaired the scrapbook committee for the last 2 years. I also chaired the camp out for the northern section last year. And this year I helped head up the benefit for our after Christmas party for Walk for Warmth. Phil's always there to back me up. He does whatever needs to get done. And is that the
That's
1
it.
minute mark?
Nope.
2. Time.
Goes too quick.
No kidding, because we had a lot of great ideas we wanted to share with you. Okay. Thank you anyway.
Nope, I'll take one, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm gonna give you 2 different questions. You each have to answer them, okay?
So I have to share the mic with
Yeah,
her?
you'll have to
You
share.
get your
the mic.
cold back, all right.
Yeah. So the first question, since becoming a GWRRA member, how has your lifestyle changed? You can, whoever wants to start first.
We are traveling more on the bike. We're meeting a lot more people. Been to Wisconsin, Indiana, Ohio on the bike. A lot more learning the safety aspect of bike riding, all the gear, all the time. We did have a motorcycle deer accident that fortunately we did not go down with. A little expensive for medical repairs on me, but still riding. I'm not going to give it up. We've enjoyed it ever since we bought the bike, the first one, and I don't think we'll be without one.
Will you repeat the question again?
Yes.
Okay.
Take the mic. Since becoming a GWRRA member, how has your lifestyle changed?
We have gotten a lot busier, but it's been a good busy, and we so enjoy just getting to meet all the new people. We enjoy being involved with our own people and helping them to grow by allowing them to be creative in the things that we try to plan and delegate, and we just turn them loose and let them do their own thing. I think that helps them to feel some pride and some ownership in our chapter. So just the personal growth of leadership, I would have to say.
Okay. Second question. What do you feel are some advantages in speaking to non-GWRRA organizations? GWRRA.
Well, we haven't spoken to any of the groups, and we do have a lot of groups in our town. I would like to see us start to step up and promote to some of them. Mostly, I would like to see us step up and start promoting to some of the groups that have youth especially. I think youth have a curiosity, a natural curiosity. They love to have fun, but they also like the responsibility aspect of knowing they're doing the right thing. So I would like to see us getting out there with our bikes to some functions where there's youth and their parents, because we need to start reaching to some of the younger generations. And it's important to also promote ourselves to other groups. But the other groups are mostly people our own age, and if they're not really interested yet, I don't think we're going to get a lot of them to join. So I would rather start working towards the younger generation.
Would you repeat it again, please?
Yes.
She was lengthy.
What do you feel are some advantages in speaking to non-GWRRA organizations?
I have found on the safety end of it, I've got a couple of young guys that I work with that, they're like, oh, I'm not going to wear a helmet, and I've just simply walked over and knocked on the concrete floor, and I said, which is harder, your head or this concrete floor? I said, you can just be sitting on your bike and tip over, and it can create a serious injury. So I always talk about the safety end of it. We got another young couple to join the chapter. I've known him for quite a few years, and he joined because of being able to go on the rides and having people to ride with and people that ride safely. So I look at it, the safety aspect is biggest one for me.
Thank you. Everybody give him a hand. Since becoming a GWRRA member, how has my lifestyle changed? I would never get up here and stand and do anything like this. Honestly, I was shy. You would never believe it. So now, see, this is what happens.